And sit and goes aren't for everybody. I mean, poker players are all different. We all like different things, and some people play poker a lot and they don't like sit and goes at all. And, you know, that's fine. I mean, if you don't like sit and goes and you're watching this video, don't feel like you have to watch this video. I will be putting up multi-table tournaments, cash games, multi-table sit and goes. I plan on doing a little bit of everything because I play it all. I play everything. I actually don't play one table sit and goes all that much anymore. I actually think they're kind of boring. Which was one of my concerns in doing one first for my first video series, but I just thought it was the easiest way to kick off the poker on my channel. This guy's limping in under the gun here. With ace-8 suited, you got 4 players left to act behind you, but he's already proven that he's questionable. You know what? I'm going to fold, but as we get higher and higher blinds, that fold changes. As the blinds get higher, that fold changes to a raise, because I like my ace-8 suited against his limping range under the gun, because of the information that we already have about what he's done. Also, raising there also lets you secure, well, it gives you a better chance to secure position in that situation. Gives these guys less of an incentive to play. Their pot odds aren't as good, and they kind of have to have a hand because you want these guys out if you're going to play against him. You want to be in position. See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Queen 8. See, if there were more chips in the pot and the blinds were actually more relevant to your chip stack, that's a pretty easy raise for me. But right now, well, the blinds were 15-30, which is still almost irrelevant to most of our chip stacks. But remember what I said about note taking? We'll just switch right back over here. Limped under the gun. 7-handed with queen 8 suited. Now, after seeing only 2 hands from this guy and taking 2 very quick and easy notes, I already get a pretty decent impression. Let's see, 7-handed ace-9 suited. This is right on that line to whether this is a raise or a fold. Now, I hate open limping. I almost never open limp ever, and I am going to fold it. But it's really close. I mean, some people would say go ahead and raise up there 7-handed, but I think that's really, really close. And I have no problem if you raise that. Now this, however, is not going to be folded pre-flop whatsoever. Now we're hoping this guy just tries to steal the blind with the raise. We're going to put in a re-raise and we'll find out what he's doing. Okay. Well, this is the first playable hand I've really had. It'd be really funny if we got a walk with it. If he raises, I might just call. Well, there you go. The first real playable hand we've had, and we got a walk. Wow. How exciting. That's really exciting. By the way, this is my first public video, but I've recorded several videos for one of my friends. One of my friends is struggling at poker right now, and I took the time to record a couple of videos and do commentary to try to help him out when he's playing poker. And you can hear you can probably hear me shuffling chips. That's just, you know what, I have no problem just raising here. I don't really want to see a flop if I can help it, so just throw a raise in here when it folds to me. And he pretty much needs a hand, and he picked up a hand. Okay, well, let's see. First thing you do in this situation is you don't auto do anything. One of my mantras is stop, think, and take your time. So you say 880, pot's one. No, I pretty much have to. I pretty much have to have the best hand if I'm entertaining a call here. So I'm pretty sure I don't. He picked up a hand. Good for him. We'll move on to the next hand. Oh, I also like to make a note. In a steal situation, blind situation, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt once, but I always make a note that, hey, this guy got his one. I gave him the benefit of the doubt one time in a questionable situation, and that way I know, hey, this guy's he's already gotten his one. He's already made a play in a questionable situation. And like if I have, like let's say next time I have a hand and he does that, I'm going to be calling if I have a note on him that says that he got his one. I mean, there's almost no chance that I'm going to, fold a real hand in that situation. So I just make a note. I mean, you guys don't have to make a note. That's just a situation where after playing years of poker, you learn to recognize situations in which raising, stealing, and re-stealing happen frequently, and when it happens, I just like to make a note. Hey, this guy had a situation that was questionable, and he got his one, so that I know if it happens again, it gives me, it usually indicates to me that I have a little bit better hand. My hand is a little bit better of a chance, I'm saying. Because if because in a steal or a re-steal situation, he has proven that he is willing to raise or re-raise it. It makes my hand value go up a little bit in that situation. So leaving a little bit of a note just lets me know. Now that doesn't change my decision if I make a play again without a hand and he does it again, because I still have to have a hand to call, basically. So that doesn't help me if I don't have a hand. That's just a note to let me know that if I do have a hand, that he's already gotten his one, and it's going to make my decision a lot easier. King 9 suited under the gun. We already discussed king with a crappy kicker. Not a whole lot of action early in sit and goes, because most people play sit and goes with the style that I've been talking about. Because, well, some people claim that sit and goes have been mathematically solved, and they kind of have. I mean, it's all about chip stacks. It's all about chip stacks, blind levels, etc. And as the blinds go up, we'll get into that more. But even the really, really, really low buy-ins like we're playing here, generally people play pretty standard. You also notice that since this guy re-raised my Queen 9 raise, I don't believe he's played a hand since then, which I've also taken into mental note. I mean, in fact, most of this table seems pretty tight. Also, one thing I'm not going to do in my video series is I'm not going to explain like really basic poker terms like tight, aggro, loose, heads up, button, cut off, stuff like that. If you actually are really new to poker and you're confused about a term, send me a message and ask, or Google it. I'm sure you could find it on Google if you Googled it.